What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to Devil's Details Diecast. Here we have a whole bunch of 3D printed parts from Bearcat 3D Studios and a Johnny Lightning 1950 Ford. This is the Tiki challenge between Outlaw Speed Shop and myself. All these parts here are a trailer and Tiki bar that we are tasked with putting on a truck and creating a mobile Wastelands Tiki bar. So Grizz over at Bearcat 3D Designs was kind enough to design and print out the same exact, I think it goes this way, the same exact print for both of us, and it is our task to build it onto a cab and basically a rolling chassis for the back, and come up with what we would interpret as a rolling tiki bar for the post-apocalyptic world. So this is what I'm going to be working with here. I had this truck in the fodder bin, already taken some parts, I guess, out of wheels and maybe the hood. I think I might still have the hood, but no glass, no interior, so I thought what a good candidate this would be to get started on this build. So as always, I'll give you some progress as we go, and let's get started. Alright, before I get too far on this Tiki build, as I normally do with these Wastelands builds, I thought I'd give you guys an update. Here we have the Tiki bar pretty much set up on the back of the rig. We have the trailer set up with the wheels or tires that I'm going to use. We have one railing set up here, which I think I'm just going to leave one railing there. What I want to do is make a ramp for the back here that's going to fold up and down so that guys can get up onto the back here. I was going to do a ladder, but I figured with all these drinking people, a ladder may be a little too cumbersome for them. Did some exhaust stacks on the front here. Decided to leave the hood off. I'll just do the engine in gunmetal or chrome or something. Wheels do roll. My workbench is super uneven, so we do have rolling wheels. Not that I really care about rolling wheels on a Gaslands build or Wastelands build, but they are a little stiff to roll. But that's the underside. I just did some styrene. I grabbed a chassis from some Matchbox car in my fodder bin, and I'm waiting for some more props to come in, so I think I'm going to do a little bit more structural work on here and then probably shoot it in some primer, and then wait for the props to come in. They should be in tomorrow, and then go ahead and deck this thing out and get you guys an update for that. I'll also give you an update here on how I did the lift gate once I get that finished. So stick around, and we'll get you an update soon. Okay, here we have the Tiki bar trailer all primed up and ready to go. We got all the paints here, some ground up pastels, and we are ready to get our weathering on. I will check in at various stages of weathering and show you our progress, so stick around. Alright, so first thing I like to hit it with is a very dark brown and a light brown. That'll give us kind of our dirt and mud layer. You know, just get a good smattering of that. Don't really have to be perfect. Just kind of get a good caking. There always seems to be a theme of dirt and mud and desert in the apocalypse. Not sure why that is. There's obviously a lot of different terrain in the Wastelands, but dust and dirt and mud seems to be prevalent, so that's usually what I go with to start off. You always want to make sure, like, spots that are going to touch the ground are going to be the dirtiest. Obviously, most people are going to be walking up here because it is a bar, so that's going to be dirty. Anywhere around fender wells, These tires are going to kick up a lot of dirt behind them. Hinge spots, you know, back gate, stuff like that. So this is what I got so far for my dirt level, and then we're going to move on to some rusting, and I got some Tamiya smoke there for like oil spots, and then we'll move in with some I don't want to say chrome because it's not going to be pure chrome, but I will hit it with some chrome and then dull it down with some of the smoke, because you know nothing's going to be that bright in the Wasteland. So we'll check in when that gets done. Alright, so here we've hit it with rusting, terracotta, and burnt orange. Couple little shades of rust there, and then I pulled out some metallic silver, sorry, from Rhode Island. I don't pronounce my R's. And just did up some of the engine here, some of this, I guess I made this into a gun turret, the stacks, and then I decided to make the Tiki bar look more like a corrugated steel. And then I did the rims, and then a good tip is just to take the silver and hit a couple spots that you rusted, so it actually looks like, you know, raw metal coming through. Gives a little bit more realism there. So I hit up some rust, a few different shades. And another tip that I use is I usually use the same brush for every color that I do my weathering with. That way there, all the colors kind of bleed together, and kind of get this nice mishmash of all different levels. The only brush I used separately for this one was for the silver. So right now I'm going to be adding the smoke and some black just to get into the cracks and crevices, to mimic kind of oil or grime and grease. And then I'm going to be adding the accessories. So don't know if I'll be showing anything else until the reveal. So stick around and we'll get to that. Welcome to Jim's Tiki Bar, everybody. This is what we came up with from a pile of 3D printed Tiki parts and a M2 pickup truck. Obviously a lot more than that, but we got Jim there tending bar. We got a couple bar stools there made out of rims. Of course, we got some champagne bottles there. We got a nice barrel full of sticks ready to burn for those cold Wasteland nights. We got a fold-up tail here that drops down so the guys and gals of the Wastelands can use the little ladder to get up on the back. Of course, you got to watch your step. That's probably got more than one meeting in the Wastelands. Try to throw this up on the turntable later, but it's a little big. Got a little keg here. Got a couple of barrels on top. Got a cannon for anybody that might attack the bar, although everybody kind of digs the bar, of course. Not one of those things that really gets attacked too much, because everybody likes to drink. Of course, got the obligatory skull on the front for a Wastelands build. And also, every Tiki bar's got to have a parrot. Unfortunately, that one didn't make it. This was a really fun build, I have to say. All these Wasteland builds are fun, but this one I think I had the most fun with. I'd like to thank Chuck Ellis at Flying Valiant Customs for all the little doodads and props. I'd also like to give a big shout out to Grizz, over at Bearcat 3D Designs. He actually designed, as I mentioned before, the Tiki bar and the trailer, along with the railings for Keith and I to have the same type of trailer backing for this build. Funny thing is, halfway through the build, Keith and I realized that I had my trailer upside down, and Keith actually had his right side up. So, goes to show that we had different ideas here. So, whereas Keith will have steps on his, which is actually supposed to be the back of the trailer, I ended up having a little storage pit there for some boxes and a crate and a jerry can and my booze. And Keith will actually have stairs, which will be in the back. You'll see it on his video over at Outlaw Speed Shop. Got a spare tire underneath, a couple of storage crates. Again, there's the chassis, not much to it there. Let me see if I can pop this up on the rotisserie. I will have some glamour shots at the end. I made the palm tree out of just some various pieces of styrene tubing and metal tubing. Just got different sizes and put them within each other and glued them in. And then I got some styrene and just cut out some leaves and painted them green and weathered them. And that was about it. So, for my first Wastelands build of the year on the new revamped channel, I'm very happy with it. Got a couple pallets there on top. I mean, there's tons of stuff to look at. Have not decided if I'm going to put this up on eBay yet, only because of the shipping. Everything here is glued in and solid, but yeah, I'm not sure on the shipping if this would survive. So right now it's going into my collection, and I think it'll stay there, but who knows, maybe down the line I will put it up on eBay for auction. Or if you are interested in purchasing it, hit me up via message. My email address is down below, and we can work something out. So for now, I'm going to pop it up on the turntable, give you a quick spin around, and you can also check out the images at the end of the video. Take care.
Ha 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 ha!